not a big fan of insects, and it would never cross my mind to have an insect as a pet. But that's just me. Many people are insect lovers and would consider having insects as pets. Have you ever heard of the giant leaf insect? What about the snowflake planthopper nymph? If you want to see some unbelievable insects you can own, keep watching as we count down 15 beautiful insects you can keep as pets.
So she uses her two front legs to pretend that they're pinchers.
Number 15. Silk moth. Silkworms are an excellent choice for a child's pet. They are inexpensive, clean, odorless, and can be stored in a small space. Silkworms only live for a few months, so they don't provide an issue for parents when their children lose interest in them. Above all, silkworms provide an excellent opportunity for youngsters to learn about insects and the natural world. When they transform into silk moths, they are the cutest, and you can either keep them or let them fly away. You can see the silk moth in this video. It looks like a fuzzy bat, and it just stands still on this man's hand. This silk moth is flapping its wings, perhaps feeling somewhat restless or just feeling a little edgy. Silkworms cocoon and emerge as silk moths. They are flightless creatures that only live for about a week in their adult form. This silk moth is grooming itself, and when you look closely, it's doing it just like a cat would. This fuzzy guy is a Chinese silk moth. Unfortunately, he will die in 7 days. Imagine living for such a short period of time. Number 14. Monarch butterfly. Monarch butterflies are a popular choice among individuals who want to raise and care for butterflies responsibly. Butterflies, particularly monarch butterflies, are a magnificent illustration of how caring for atypical pets can be both educational and beneficial to the environment. You can see how beautiful the monarch butterfly is in this video. It doesn't fly away and remains on the man's finger the entire time. This monarch butterfly crawls up to this person's hand and doesn't want to let go. Even while the person is walking, the butterfly remains still. The monarch butterfly is resting on this plant. A little boy picks it up gently to get a closer look. The butterfly sits on the boy's hand. This monarch butterfly was raised since it was a caterpillar and then released into the wild to migrate and help conservation. Here is a bizarre friendship between a dog and a monarch butterfly. The butterfly rests on the dog's head and the dog practically falls asleep. Watch this slow motion video of a monarch butterfly taking off and flying above some flowers. Number 13. Luna moth. Luna moths are huge insects with vibrant colors. Their wings are brilliant green and their bodies are white and soft. Long tails emerge from the base of their huge wings, giving them a unique, exquisite appearance. Most Luna moths are 4 to 5 inches in diameter, but exceptional specimens can be as huge as 7 inches. Luna moths do not make good pets in general. They are hands-off pets since handling them can harm their wings. You can nurture the larva if you know what kind of host plant they need, but the adult moth should be released so it can reproduce with its own species. This Luna moth is gorgeous. It looks like a green leaf that can fly. This is the nicest looking moth I have seen so far. This lovely male Luna moth apparently has no mouth to eat with and lives for 10 days or so only to find a mate. How romantic. These campers stumbled upon this beautiful Luna moth. It's incredible how still they remain and don't fly away. They are quite big and their wings are impressive. I still can't get over the fact of how they stick to the person's hand like glue. This man found this Luna moth stuck to his brick wall outside. He wasn't sure if it was a female, but he promised to do more research on the specimen to find out if it really was a female. Number 12. Treehoppers membraceus. Treehoppers are sometimes known as thorn bugs because of their distinctive appearance and use of camouflage to imitate thorns. Treehoppers are not suitable as pets. Treehoppers are insects that need a lot of greenery and room to bounce around. It's nearly impossible to create that kind of climate and environment in most cases, and these insects don't live long on their own. As a result, having a tree hopper as a pet is not recommended. This tree hopper hails from Ecuador's Amazon rainforest. The rear of most tree hoppers has a significantly modified pronotum. Tree hoppers eat plant sap, which contains a lot of sugar. You can see more tree hoppers in this video, and one of them is going for a walk, examining every inch of this green plant while the others are quite still. This tree hopper has an orange color on its wing that contrasts with the black on its body quite nicely. Number 11. Giant leaf insect. Stick and leaf insects come in over 2,500 different species. However, Indian stick insects are the most popular as pets. Stick insects must be handled with extreme caution. However, they can become very tame and sit on your hand. They don't need to be cared for on a regular basis and can be left alone for up to a week. When touching your leaf insects, gently urge them to walk onto your hand. If handled harshly, they will quickly shed a leg. It is better not to handle the insects unless essential. Check out this huge leaf insect in this video. The camouflage is amazing, and if this creature remains still, there is no way of knowing it's an insect. Anyone walking through a forest will mistake this leaf insect for a leaf, but I guess that's the idea. This man is holding two leaf insects. These live deep in the Malaysian rainforest and are the biggest leaf insects in that area. They are nocturnal, so they barely move during the day and remain in camouflage. Once they reach adulthood, they can lay up to 300 eggs during their lifetime. Check out the different sizes of these leaf insects. The last one is gigantic. This leaf insect has an amazing green color. It's such a bright green it stands out. This is a female adult leaf bug. Its amazing camouflage not only makes it look like a leaf with veins, but it also combines dried out brown edges of leaves like you would see in nature, which is quite amazing and effective. Here is a leaf insect in its natural habitat, and you can't tell whether it's a leaf or an insect. This is what I call top-notch camouflage. Number 10. Spiny flower mantis. The spiny flower mantis is a little and lovely flower mantis that is native to Kenya. This beautiful and colorful insect has a wide range of hues on its body and wings, making it a visual feast. The spiny flower mantis gets its name from the spiny appearance of its abdomen. This is an easy-to-raise insect, making it popular choice among enthusiasts. In our thumbnail, we can see a gorgeous spiny flower mantis. This insect is truly a work of art. Here is a spiny flower mantis dancing away. Look at those moves as it sticks out its arms to the beat of the music. This spiny flower mantis is tough and reacts to this finger with a few kung fu moves of its own. It doesn't back down and challenges the predator, in this case, a finger. You can see how her eyes follow the movement of the finger. It's quite impressive. This spiny flower mantis is calmer, and instead of fighting, it decides to pose for the camera and move its arms slightly. Check out the artwork on the wings of this spiny flower mantis. The design is incredible and looks like it was drawn in by hand by an expert artist. This spiny flower mantis has a little purple in its color scheme, and it's quite unique. Number 9. The Atlas moth. The Atlas moth is one of the world's largest moth species with a wingspan that is larger than a human hand. Caterpillars of the Atlas moth are easy to keep as pets because they don't take much attention and don't try to flee. Early in the morning, this lovely male Atlas moth emerged. It grows from a little caterpillar to become a massive winged beast. It's the most beautiful creature, and it must provide this man much delight. Nature is amazing. Another beautiful moth on a windowsill. Unfortunately, they have an extremely short lifespan once they emerge from their cocoon. The female Atlas moth's primary goal is to breed. They frequently perish soon after mating and laying their eggs. This Atlas moth is excited and wants to fly. The moment the person lets it go, it takes off and flies everywhere in the room. Look at how big it is when it is sitting in this person's hand. When you look at the Atlas moth in this video, you can see all the beautiful details of its face and legs. It's quite remarkable. Number 8. The giant prickly stick insect. One of the most common stick insects kept as pets is the gigantic prickly stick insect. This stick insect is rather huge and has the amazing camouflage that phasmids are known for. The huge prickly stick insect is coated in thorn-like spikes, as its name suggests. Because these spikes do not harm when handling this species, it serves as camouflage and appears to scare off predators. The thorny appendages cover the entire body, including the legs and head. Males' bodies contain fewer thorns than females. Two giant prickly stick insects doing what they do best, which is stuffing their faces with bramble leaves. This brown giant prickly stick insect is hanging from a branch, enjoying the view. You can see the big bug eyes on this giant prickly stick insect. When you look up closely, it has a bunch of spikes on its body. I guess that's why they call it prickly. This giant prickly stick insect goes for a walk on this person's hand. They seem to be very friendly. This giant prickly stick insect is flexing its muscles. This must be some kind of workout routine it does every morning. Here we are at the annual Giant Prickly Stick Insect Convention. On today's agenda, we look at how to use the art of camouflage like a pro. This giant prickly stick insect's body almost looks like a piece of wood. You can see it's quite lengthy and it hangs on tight to this person's hand. This woman opens her aquarium to let us in on her giant prickly stick insect collection. And it's quite the collection. Number 7. Chinese moon moth. Beginners are sometimes turned off by this species since it seduces them with its magnificent beauty, only to be disappointed when the picky and difficult to keep larvae die. The key to raising them is to keep them clean and humidified and to keep them in a low-density environment. Chinese moon moth in this video is another spectacular moth. It sort of looks like the Luna moth. This Chinese moon moth is stuck to this kid's t-shirt. Looks like this kid has quite the collection of moths. Here is a Chinese moon moth coming out of its cocoon. This is amazing, and look at how long its wings are as it opens them up. Wow! This guy's face is filled with Chinese moon moths. I guess they must be giving him some sort of spot treatment, or this guy has nothing better to do with his life than cover his face with Chinese moon moths. Number 6. Praying mantis. A praying mantis is a fascinating and easy to care for pet. Mantids come in a wide variety of species. Insect hobbyists can choose from a variety of mantid species, including African praying mantis species, which are appropriate for novices. These insects are clearly fierce predators, but can a praying mantis cause harm to humans? In a nutshell, it's quite unlikely. Praying mantises do not have venom and are unable to sting. They also don't have any contagious diseases. Watch how this praying mantis takes a drink of water off this man's fingertip. You can see the praying mantis's mouth open. Here is a praying mantis walking on this woman's leg and moving onto her hand. It's quite big if you ask me. Did you know the praying mantis like tea? Well, watch how this praying mantis takes a sip of tea. I'm not sure if this is cruel, but this guy has his mantis kill an insect while it's resting on his hand. You must be somewhat sadistic when you enjoy watching stuff like this, even if they are just insects. Number 5. The jumping spider. Jumping spiders can be excellent pets. They are one of the world's most clever spiders, and they will enjoy communicating with you. They're also one of the friendliest spiders, so as long as you can handle them gently, you shouldn't have to worry about getting bitten. This spider isn't jumping, but it's scary as hell if you ask me. Watch this jumping spider walking on this leaf. To help her in her quest, this jumping spider is equipped with 3 superpowers. First, an amazing approach to getting about. Able to leap up to 50 times her own body length, nowhere seems beyond her reach. Her second superpower is superb eyesight, essential if she is to distinguish her prey in all this clutter. Because her prey doesn't stray, she is a spider eating spiders. This raises a few problems. Her lunch is 3 times her size, packed with venom and surrounded by a sticky trap. Mission impossible, right? Not at all, because of her third superpower. This spider is a genius. She can map her world in 3 dimensions and formulate a plan of attack. She can have an idea. The web builder is blind. It won't have a clue that it's coming. It drops from a leaf hanging from a string like a special op on a mission and is right on target and safely behind those fangs. Mission accomplished. This jumping spider walks on a tree looking for a prey, but instead it decides to jump right at the camera. Don't blink or you will miss it. Number 4. The katydid leaf bug. Katydids are quite peaceful creatures, and you may easily maintain one as a pet if you discover one outside. Set up the proper environment for it and feed it daily. Many people keep katydids as pets since they are usually docile. Larger katydids may pinch or bite if they feel threatened in rare situations. It's doubtful that their bite would break your skin, and it won't hurt any more than a mosquito bite. This katydid looks like an overgrown grasshopper. It's bringing something to its mouth and eating it. I'm not sure if it's dust. Here is a katydid laying her eggs on this flower. The eggs look like red grapes hanging from the insect's body. This katydid looks more like a leaf than the previous ones we just saw. Makes a weird noise when it's being manipulated. Here is a nice looking katydid taking a walk until the person following it places it on a plant. Number 3. Snowflake planthopper nymph. Planthopper nymphs, which resemble snowflakes, are little insects that have evolved the plant-like camouflage to shield them from predators such as birds, bats, and other insects. These amazing little insects flutter and sway gently when touched. They are simple to keep as pets. This tiny plant hopper nymph features wax-like protrusion used for protection and maybe also to mimic a spider or bird droppings on a leaf, concealing itself from potential predators. This plant hopper nymph meets an ant, but it doesn't seem like it wants to socialize with it. Here is a walking snowflake. This plant hopper nymph really looks like a snowflake. Look at all these snowflakes hanging out on this branch. I guess this is their playtime together. Here are some plant hopper nymphs climbing a tree. They really do stand out. There it goes, walking up and down this person's finger. It is extremely tiny. What an incredible creature. Number 2. Orchid mantis. One of the rare mantises that imitates flowers is the orchid mantis. Having an orchid mantis as a pet is a lot of fun and not too difficult. A praying mantis, on the other hand, does require special attention to be healthy and powerful. It doesn't matter if you bought your own pet mantis or found one in the wild, most of them require the same basic maintenance. You can see this orchid mantis's eyes while it checks out some possible insects to eat. It stares down at a small insect before it grabs and eats it. That was fast. This white orchid mantis is stunning. It's mysterious and looks like it's straight out of a science fiction movie. Here is a very active orchid mantis that doesn't stop moving. It sits on this flower and just swings its front legs into the air. This person has 3 orchid mantises walking on his hand. They are all different sizes. I'm not sure if the bigger one is the mother and the other 2 are her offspring. It looks like one of them wants to play as it moves its front legs vibrantly. Number 1. Ladybug. Ladybugs make excellent pets since they are cute, quiet, easy to capture, and don't take up a lot of space. Though these lovely bugs thrive in the wild, you can simply establish a suitable environment for them in your own house. This cute steel blue ladybug relaxes on this person's hand. It walks around checking things out, but it doesn't fly away. This ladybug may simply wish to fly, testing the air with one wing. If it's too windy, who knows what a ladybug is thinking. This ladybug is a beautiful blue color. I have never seen a ladybug this color. This ladybug's head is a different color than its body. It's the first time I see this. Here is an army of ladybugs revealed as this person opens his hand. Many of these insects impressed me with their beauty, but the spiny flower mantis struck me the most. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 15 beautiful insects you can keep as pets. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.